Incidents of vaping in school facilities such as toilets, locker rooms, cloakrooms, etc. is not only a health and safety issue for the student that is vaping, but it is also a safety and welfare issue for other students using those facilities as well. This is where the inspiration for our vape detection solution has come from. The aim behind our vape detection solution is simple, and that is to create a safer and healthier school environment for everyone. We locate a vape detection sensor, which is an air quality sensor, in each area that you wish to be controlled. The air sensor is continuously monitoring for a number of key indicators of detected vaping or smoking incidents in the room. So it's watching for PM 2.5, TVOC. It's also actively monitoring for motion to ensure that there's somebody actually in the area that is being monitored. And from the whole aspect of a detection, it takes a combination of multiple of these indicators to compile the overall vape index. The higher the vaping index is, the more likely an incident is actually occurring. The whole solution is based on the command platform, which is a cloud-based solution, so you can log in from any device to monitor this. If we want to activate the vape detection sensor, it's quite simple. We'll just use a small degree of vape. You can see here the smoke is starting to rise towards the vape sensor. From the point the vape is used to the point of detection is roughly between 20 and 30 seconds. So you can see here on the graph, we have now a significant spike in the usage of vape. So we've almost had an 80% detection of the use of vape in that incident, which you can see is only a small usage of the vape. If you had a couple of people inside in the room actually using the vape at the same time, you will get 100% reading of the vape. When a detected incident occurs, an SMS message will go to the user, to the appropriate users in the system. An email will also go to the appropriate users. And on the dashboard in the command platform, you can monitor the status of all of the various sensors that you have in your facility. We also offer the option of a CCTV camera in conjunction with the sensor. So for instances like locker areas or cloakrooms, the camera can be actually looking at the area being monitored. So you'll see the sensor output here, but also you will have a live feed of the connected camera. If the sensor is in a toilet facility, we recommend locating the camera outside the toilet, actually looking down at the door. So when a detected incident of vaping happens, it's created as an event. So it's a warning here. You can see the various events of what we have triggered. And from that instance, if you go back in and click the event, you can watch the video log showing the person going into the toilet, the vaping incident happening, and that person coming back out of the toilet. So here you can see we have one air quality sensor located, which has an integrated camera on it. You can see it here. You have a 0% vape index, so no vaping has been detected in this area. If you hover over it, it will show you a graph where you can see there was a couple of vaping incidents. It's watching the humidity, the temperature, and the carbon dioxide of the area. For further details, you can click this and it'll bring you in to show you a live event log of the various different things. So we're predominantly interested in the vape index. You can see here that there was a couple of detected vaping incidents today. So this one was at 11:10 a.m. This one was at 12:55 p.m. We had another one at 2:35 and another one at 2:55. So you can see at each instance, you can see on the right hand side that there was two of us in the room during the incident. So the camera is actually in time with the sensor. So when you have a detected vaping incident, you're getting a live event log and a video to match it. So here are the various incidents then shown as events. So we can go back in and look at the 12:53 and you will see there is the event. You can see I'm in the room there and then I use the vape. So the command platform gives you full access that way to see exactly what is happening. There is also a dashboard that you can go to, which is the school demo. The dashboard is completely customizable then. So at a glance, you can watch various different metrics from the vape air quality index to the noise level and also the line graph. So PM 2.5 is one of the main indicators of vaping. Again, the sensor is continuously monitoring for that. So you can see it here shown here and here where the vape incidents occurred. So you can go back in and you can watch the air quality. Your events are along here. When you look at the graph here, a 0% chance of vape is where there's no vape detected. A small amount of vaping might trigger a 20 to 40% chance of vaping, and large triggers will then create a 100% chance of vaping. So the trigger can be set over here on the right hand side. You literally set trigger. So on this we have it set to a 15% detection, which is a very light amount of vaping will trigger an alert. So down here is the users that will be notified. So Killian Darcy is the user that will be notified via SMS and email once a trigger is detected. The email will automatically come in when the trigger happens, and you can save that details. So again, it's customizable, it's changeable. So depending on what you want, generally we would advise at the start to set the trigger level to 60 to 80%. In that instance, you are only getting verified ones. And what you should see is the volume of detected incidents should decrease after a couple of weeks of implementation of the system. So at that stage, then you would reduce the trigger to detect much smaller amounts of vape. Now again, you can start off with the trigger set incredibly low so that you're detecting all incidents. Is really down to whatever you would prefer to do. There are a couple of different things. You can go the analytics, so it'll show you the vape index over a certain period of time. You'll be able to see, was there a reduction in the amount of vaping, was there an increase or whatever. That will be here. You can do it weekly, monthly or daily, depending on whatever you want. If you have multiple sites being monitored, you can do it across multiple different sites. So you can see here there was a total of 8 alerts on this vape index. The whole solution is designed that you can easily navigate from menu to menu, and you can also, by clicking the various ones, you can watch the temperature changes in the room, the noise levels, is there motion in the rooms. There's a load of different things that the sensor actually monitors on an active basis. So it's really down to whatever you want to use it for and trigger it to. It's easy to change. You can do this in your own terms to suit your exact requirements. You can have an unlimited amount of users log into the app to monitor this at any stage, and the notifications and events are there. So even if you're not monitoring it in real time, you can go back and look and see that there was a vaping incident at whatever time on whatever date. You can opt to have the sensor on its own, or you can opt to have a sensor and a camera together. It really depends on your own requirements as to how you want to structure it. And another key feature that is a nice touch to have in a school environment is not only is a sensor watching air quality, but it does watch for noise as well. So the platform will show you the average noise level in the bathroom during your break times or high usage times. And you can set an alert that if the noise was to go a percentage higher than the decibel norm, you will automatically get a notification of a noise incident in toilet, whichever you call it. So from a point of view of bullying, fights or otherwise, the sensor is not only watching the air quality, but it is also watching for noise. So it helps you detect multiple of different incidents, from vaping, smoking, right across to bullying and fights breaking out in school areas. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact us, and our sales team will help you with any questions that you may have.